The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 29. You get the Nasdaq flat. S&P's off a point. Gold contract up $2.30, trading at $12.0370. We have silver up 7 cents, $16.99. Light sweet crude flat, down 13 cents actually at $48.37. 10-year note off 1 at 122.31. 30-year bond down 7 ticks, 146.20. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar up 48 ticks, 101.160. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN.com. You see the banner on the top and the side. Hit the banner. You can bring up the exchange to put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can walk along with us as we trade these defined option contracts. And coming this Saturday, it's this Saturday.
That is it, man.
This is
5 days. That's right.
Get out of the snow, folks. Get on the plane right now. Get on that plane right now. Just come on down for the week.
Hopefully this is their last hoopla up there in the Northeast, man, because 12 to 18 inches is quite a March.
That's serious,
snowstorm.
Serious
So
business.
be safe up there and weather the storm, right?
Weather the storm.
And maybe come right after you weather it, come see us in Florida Saturday, March 18th. So we'll be there Saturday, this coming. And we got lots of good stuff going on from 7:30 till 12:30, and then 12:30 till 2:30, of course, the luncheon.
Right.
We'll be doing 2 workshops, 75 minutes. Everyone's going to get a book. It should be a fun time.
Yeah.
So this Saturday at the Westin in Tampa, beautiful hotel. I lived at that Rocky Point area, as you know, and they built that Westin, I think, 5-6 years ago, and that's where I think the national championship football teams. I always see the big buses
They always stay there.
Yeah, and the teams. They must have a great corporate relations person over there, because I mean, you know what I mean, to corner that opposing NFL market. Look, I'm telling you that from even a promotional standpoint is great, right?
Oh,
as in you bring in those players.
And even if you're from Tampa and you want to stay there,
right?
The NFL's
It's a cool deal.
Yeah,
it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're all running around in the morning. I mean, I've seen the bus there when they're playing.
No, it's a busy,
early, it's
right.
busy,
and it's right near the airport, so I'm sure that helps everything with the corporate type. But it's beautiful,
no doubt.
And they got a Starbucks right there too.
Yeah,
That's why I used to be in there all the time, because from where I live, they put that Starbucks in. And the best part was when they built that hotel. The best part for me was that there was a Starbucks in it.
And that's how I found out that the NFL was there too.
Sure,
going to Starbucks, like, wow, what's going on here?
There's a lot of hoopla. There's buses everywhere.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh,
pretty cool.
Because folks, I'm sure most of us have seen it, but when you see an NFL team, it's like everyone you're looking up, like, oh my God, it's hard to
like 3 of those big, beautiful streamliner buses.
Right.
So
and
just
it's hard
in
to
that
believe
hotel.
how big those guys are.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
they're all together on TV, so they're big, but
world.
not as in person. It's like, oh my
Perspective's
God.
everything. You finally get a perspective when they're up front. Yeah.
Seriously. And talking about perspective, let's get a perspective on this market. Bottom line over here, this is...
It's Fed week, too.
It's Fed week. Now, this is pretty intense. I'm just going to bring this one up first because this is pretty intense. Intel is taking over Mobileye. So Mobileye is up $14. And what Mobileye is all about, they have the technology for the driver assistant packages inside cars.
Okay. Technology for automotive applications.
Yeah. So...
Vision-based advanced driver assistance systems. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Warning collisions. Go ahead, yeah.
And so, Intel wants to be in that business in a big way.
Who doesn't, right?
Yeah. And so it's a $15 billion, let's see, is it cash and car? Okay. Intel plans to buy Israel's Mobileye for about $15 billion, the second largest acquisition, and an expensive attempt to leapfrog rivals such as Qualcomm in technology for self-driving cars. The chip maker is going to pay $63.54 in cash, so it's a cash deal.
Okay.
So look at this, though. This is pretty sick. The short interest in this stock, folks, was 15%. So 29 million shares have to be... 26 billion shares has to be covered.
26 million, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that intense? That's That's
tough.
That's heavy. That's a heavy scene. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
So, market, let's go over to the dollar first. So, the dollar, folks, what we had last week, dollar comes down with conviction. And my definition of conviction inside the marketplace is that you get wide price spread, you got accelerated volume, and you, in this case, what we also did is that when you break a trend with conviction, your probability goes much higher. You're going to go get back to the bottom of that.
Sure.
And inside the dollar index, that's what we have. You know, if we bring this back to January 3rd,
okay,
you're at 103.750. It goes straight down one way, goes down to 99.145. From February 2nd, what have we done? We've gone straight up.
Sure.
You know, played around for a week and a half here, but now now we broke it. Now, as you broke it with conviction, your probability goes that, okay, now we come down the other end. Now, what's going to get intriguing here is that the aspect of course, where the commodities go. Because the correlation is so direct between February 2nd
sure,
and all the commodities. Like, watch, if I just put one of the big gold stocks up, you know, there's Barrick.
Right, no, dollar's going to be a big deal, right? When you're looking
February, well, that didn't break down until February 16th, actually,
okay,
you know.
But you can see the difference in the trends in terms of...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That trend from the beginning of the year that kind of reversed in...
Yeah,
right,
and this had a shallow retracement. That's if you're in, you know, the GDX, that's a big deal because that's the largest weighting structure of the GDX.
Sure.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now down 22. Nasdaq's up 4. S&P's are flat. We're going to right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 23. We get the Nasdaq up 6. S&P's the flat. We get the Fed coming Wednesday, 2 o'clock.
Sure. Be interesting to see what they say.
It's the same, because it seems like everyone...
They can do anything, right? But it would be an absolute shock, so anything can happen, of course,
right. But it's what they're going to say in
this statement. It'd be a huge
shock,
and then their goal is never to shock the market.
Right.
So, yeah, so to see what they say about going forward, expectations for going forward.
Right. How many rate cuts?
The verbiage.
Rate hikes, rather.
Yes.
Cuts, yeah.
I know.
Get that out of your head.
I was just going to say,
get that
verbiage
quick.
out of there.
Yeah, totally.
Would be in trouble if cuts are anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, you're trading some gold this morning.
Yes.
I said, what are you up to?
So, I at the 12 to 12.50.
Okay. So this looks a little bit similar to kind of what we were looking at last week. Same box, right? I mean, gold is kind of similar to where it was at when we were looking at whatever day that was. Yeah, and you were getting in at about 12:04.30, maybe 8:30, give or take. Where
I was paying more premium today.
So here's the 8:30 bar.
Right.
So anywhere from about 12:03 to 12:04, and you're getting in at 12:04.30.
Yeah.
So maybe $1 premium.
A little bit more, like $1.20. I think it was like it was trading at 12:02.80. I think. Do you know what I mean? Because it was just a little bit more, and that's why we encourage you folks to turn around and practice this with they'll put $25,000 into your account so you can see what the different premiums are at different times.
Sure.
And this one here was only about another.
Just to you can see it actually never traded below 12:03 where you were in, so that's actually the lowest it could have possibly been. Okay. You're saying 12:02.80. We're only talking 20 cents, but that's the 825 bar, and your trade's showing up at 828. So it has to be either this point or prior, right? Because this will close at 8:30. So even if you were coming in 12:04.30, 828, that's still only $1.30 maximum premium from its low, and realistically, even then it was good. Yeah. So
Which
that's around $1, right? It wasn't even and it's important when you look at, was it like 80 cents or was it like $1.50, because you're only putting up $4.30 per contract.
I know.
So, with it only being maximum maybe 12:03, gold could have been at its lowest. That's a nice trade especially if you get some volatility today.
Right. And it's what has shown is that the volatility hasn't been big in the gold market, but that's why you can see that the premiums aren't big either.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
It's nice is even overnight, though, we've gotten, a $6 move from 12.10.
Oh, yeah. Listen, the aspect of trading this in the Nadex product versus in the futures, to me, is a no-brainer. Because what happens, folks, is that the gold itself, okay, I don't care if I'm long and gold's going up $20, but when I'm long and gold goes down $20, well, guess what? That's $2,000 a contract, in 2 seconds. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and that's how gold kind of moves.
Sure.
So I'd rather pay $1 or $2, even $2. Yeah. $1's nothing.
Right. And the max you paid in this one was $1.30.
Right. So. Let's go to our man Tom in Plymouth. He's getting ready for the snow, but guess what? Right where his line is, right outside his house, folks, he's got all the dust, the nuggets, they're all lined up, and that's where the storm's going to stop.
Everyone's really getting prepared for the storm.
There.
They're buying their gold.
They're stopping right at his house. In fact, we just read that on the Bloomberg. We heard that it's stopping right in front of your house, man. What's the story, man?
We are going to bury all that gold with the snow and then try to find it when it melts.
That'd be quite a scavenger hunt.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Thank you guys so much again. I appreciate it.
Well,
I listened to your show on Friday afternoon, and I think it was Brent from California that said, I'm going to hold this nugget over the weekend. I said, you know what? That's a darn good idea. I'm going to do the same darn thing.
Yeah. There's, it's interesting. So you probably heard the show. Friday afternoon, folks, what happened is that I was pumping gold and silver, and I never do that. But I felt like the buy was so dramatic You know, and it wasn't as dramatic as I thought even this morning. I mean, it's up. You know, the equities are up. But I absolutely loved how they tested the December and January swing points.
Sure.
Now, a couple of them, if you're in this market, folks, what you don't want to do, a couple of them actually broke those levels and went into the April 2016 level. Now, that's okay, but that means they got to build some more cars. Okay. And, you know, because there's some destruction in a couple of those charts.
Okay.
You know. Well, you know what's going to be wild here, Tom, and as Tommy was just talking about it's going to be like what that statement is on Wednesday.
Sure.
You know, because even the market itself is, you know, just going sideways. I absolutely like, for us in the commodity market, though, I really like how the dollar got sold down on Friday. That was, man, that seller is vicious, whoever that seller is, you know. So
I see the yen is down this morning too, and I guess that's what because the dollar's up, isn't it?
And well, the dollar is down. Yes, the dollar is up. Okay, it's been up a lot higher this morning, though. Yeah, and so the reason he's talking about the yen, folks, is that there's a direct correlation between where the yen goes and where gold goes. And what's so cool is that the yen got to 115.51 and gave it up in spades, and the top of the range is 115.62. The thing that's amazing is that how correlated these are. Look at this. That's February 2nd. No, that's January 3rd. That's
January 3rd.
January 3rd. Comes down. This is, the bottom is February 6th. Yeah, it's the correlation is pretty direct, man. So you got the J-Nug, right?
I've got the J-Nug. I've got the Nugget, too, but I got a lot more of the J-Nug.
You like the J-Nug more, yeah. So
I do, I know.
You just like, I understand. And, you know, the J-Nug, so here's your next benchmark, and this is the same with all the equities, too. It's the February 27th downdraft. You know, 740.
Yep.
I mean, that's you know, and that number, folks, is in just about all the gold and silver equities. And how we get into that's going to be important. You know, it's done what it's supposed to do on the downside, meaning rejected it, had lower price. Rejected lower price, had light volume. And when you look at this, I mean, just look at this. Once they has light volume, man, it just dies in the vine. You know, you came down on the 27th with 84 million. You made the first low with 82 million. Then
these things have been basically cut in half in a matter of a month, I think, or you know.
Oh yeah.
3 to 5 weeks.
No, that's. We know that's what they do. You know, I mean, and what happens is that, you know, these are daily investment vehicles, folks. So if you are going to hold them, you know, pay attention to, you know, the type of volatility that you can get.
Definitely.
You know, so I think
again, I just wanted to thank you guys before this snow comes in, and I appreciate all your efforts on Friday.
Well, so we appreciate you growling and prowling.
Keep me on the right track.
Hey, listen, y'all got, no, I wasn't kidding, though. When we were just reading it, I guess you might be, I think you're going to be at the beginning where it might change from snow to rain, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank God. That's good.
You know, but I mean, this is, you know, mid-March. It's usually not this cold at this point. It was cold this weekend.
Was it?
Last weekend was cold, but it was cold and windy. Oh, anyway.
That's all right.
Maybe it's the last hurrah.
March 17th is coming. The pot of gold is coming, folks. You stay right there.
There you go.
All right, man.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Tommy and I come right back, folks. Dow's down 47, Nasdaq's up 4, S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
If you're looking to unearth a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new market-safe core commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 4 equally weighted commodities: gold, copper, WTI oil, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With no pricing caps, you can potentially earn an unlimited upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across semi-annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. With certain commodities on the rebound, now is the time to take advantage. The March 23rd funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures.
Once more, that's 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
TFNN has just launched a special event in Tampa with Tom O'Brien taking place March 18th, sponsored by Nadex. Tom O'Brien will be presenting 2 workshops for a combined 2.5 hours of education, bisecting and dissecting his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. March 18th kicks off with a continental breakfast as we get everyone checked in, and that is followed by 2 75-minute workshops with Tom O'Brien. The first workshop from 8:45 until 10 a.m. will cover quality volume, cause and effect, and ABC structures, and the second workshop from 10:15 until 11:30 a.m. will cover swing points, testing, and the Tiger Gartley. Tom will then wrap things up with a question and answer session, which will be followed by a Tiger Luncheon Social on the rooftop of the Westin Hotel. The best part is that it's all free, but you must register to attend. Visit the front page of TFNN.com for all the details and to sign up today, and we hope to see you in Tampa on March 18th.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we have the Dow Industrials down 39. You get the Nasdaq up 6. S&P's flat. Let's get over and take a look at inside the Dow strength versus the weakness out here. So if we take a look at all the equities, you have there's not too many that. Well, you're down $40. It's not that people they're getting killed or
40 points.
Yeah. So Merck is taking away 9 points. Big Blue 6. Intel 5. Travelers 4. On the positive, Caterpillar's putting in 5, Goldman's putting in 2, JP Morgan 2.3. If we go over and we take a look at the NDX, inside the NDX out here, the strength is Symantec. That's up 3%. NVIDIA's up 2.4. C-Trip is up 2.2. Yahoo's up 2. Taken away from it is Tractor Supply down 2.4. Alexa Pharmaceutical off 2. Intel 1.9 and Dollar Tree 1.2. If we go over to the IBB, it's hanging its highs. Interesting. So the top of the consolidation, the IBB is $301.80, and it's hanging right up there. So it's going to be intriguing to see how long,
Sure.
it stays up there, and does it build some causes trying to break through or break down?
Yeah.
It
seems like that industry could be in flux, right, with regulations, or it seems like there's always and this really goes on both sides of the aisle, giving it to those pharma companies. So it's always interesting when
no doubt.
The news can break. Even when was it? It was last week at some point, right, where Trump said competition for drug prices,
right.
And you saw the IBB have some volatility. For sure.
No, there's no doubt. It's going to be intriguing here. It's to me, what ends up happening, I suspect anyone that's in the marketplace, it's going to be all about where these things go versus what people say, because what's happening is like now the IBB's like just kind of shaking it off a little. Do you know what I mean? It's like wow, okay, it's getting hammered, but guess what? It says, well, guess what? I'm going up a little bit more.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I think just add some volatility is the one thing for sure, but not necessarily hammering it down.
Right.
they might, and even so, it's short-lived when it's happened.
It is. And then what does happen, and this is, for all the years I've been in the marketplace, folks, I always wondered, you have analysts that come out from big broker-dealers that either upgrade or downgrade stocks, right? And sometimes they don't move, and then sometimes it's like, wow, they can move them.
Sure.
And that's what's going to happen with the tweets. Sometimes they're going to move, and sometimes they're not.
Definitely. I agree.
Now, when we come over to our website, folks, at TFNN, you just heard the Everbank promotion.
Yes.
Now, this is, if you're a CD buyer, this is a nice situation that you can take advantage of, where sugar, gold, WTI oil, and copper are going to be in the next 5 years.
Yeah. No. So I tell my friends,
Right.
about these products because not a lot of people know about them. Number one, and that you can lock in 100% protection of deposited principal, only $1,500 to open, and you could potentially on this one. Now sometimes they have the returns capped.
Yes.
This one you have potentially an unlimited upside payment with your capital protected, and the only thing really you're giving up is the opportunity cost of a CD, whether that's 1.5%.
Right.
Wherever it's
for the
at.
5 year.
For the 5, and your money's really the only downside is that your money's locked in for 5 years. That's.
Right.
But if you're in the CD market, it's gonna be locked in. Right.
Right. So check it out. It's right on the front page of TFNN.
Yeah.
Now
this one open and funded by March 23rd.
Yes.
So they always have great products. They're always coming out with new products. But because of the way these work, they get them. People signed up for them.
Right.
They get them funded. And then they kind of lock in that structure of how they engineer these financial products.
Right.
So give them a call, 855-750-4051. You can open those currency accounts we talk about. You open an account with them just like a bank, and then you have access to their variety of products. They're great. They're a great company.
They are. And if we go
FDIC insured, all the above.
You can put it in your IRA.
Right.
So watch this. If we go over and take a look at this peso. So this peso, that to me looked like that. This is a few weeks ago.
We've been talking about it. For sure,
seriously, because the difference, the peso, when it seemed like it was the end of the world for Mexico, was 22 to 1. And now you're at 19.5 to 1. And this thing's going to be, looks to me like it's coming right back to 18.16.
I mean, what is remarkable, right, is that's talking about we're basically back to where we were 5 days before the election.
Right.
Which is no big whoop.
Right.
Which is remarkable.
Exactly. And then, last night, now it's going to get intriguing here, in the aspect of the big financial whales fighting each other and then putting out their own spin on how things are going to go. What you had yesterday, is Schwartzman, and
who was that?
That's Black Rock, not Blackstone. There's two of them. It might be Blackstone. Okay. 1 second. So, and he's on the Trump Council and all this, right?
Okay.
And he's one of the richest guys in the world. And I think it's Black Rock.
We'll pull it up.
We'll pull it up.
But either way, there's going to be rhetoric from all sources. So what was the rhetoric?
He comes out and says that he doesn't think that Trump is going to be as hard on China, as the rhetoric.
Sure. Right.
So it was like it's quite a statement, though.
Speculation everywhere, right?
Yeah. Well, I was just waiting, like, I can see him sitting there, like, oh yeah, hey.
Well, in my book, that's just another person saying, don't believe everything that he says is what he, So
yeah.
And you could apply that to not just China. You know what I mean? That's been applied. It's BlackRock there. Oh no, now they're saying Stone.
I know.
Look what you're doing.
Well, the thing that's amazing, is that BlackRock and Blackstone, both of these guys when they were young were partners.
Okay.
And then they split off.
Okay.
And that's how they ended up with the BlackRock and Blackstone. Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
And one has the biggest ETF structures, and then the other has the biggest. I know how they do this. Okay, so because IWM, let's see who owns this, because they own all the iShares now. But this might be a different trustee. No, we'll find it at the thing. But that's not a crazy story? That when they were 30, 35 years old, they were both partners. They decided one like this part of the business, one like the other part, and they both ended up with the biggest businesses in the world in the aspect of what they're doing.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It is.
It is funny. We have no idea who we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the humor in it. I know. Well, the dad is confused too. Then we'll look it up during the break.
Okay, so it's Blackstone, because Blackstone is the one that they're the largest, one of the largest.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
One of the largest real estate companies in the world. Yeah. And they're the ones that bought all the single-family houses also. Right. Blackstone Watch. B-L-A-C-K.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Is it
right
up there?
BX, right?
Yeah. Where is it?
Right here, securities, right? BX?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's going to be him. Okay, so, because it's Schwarzman, right? Yeah, there he is, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's Blackstone.
Okay.
That's what it is. In fact, watch. If we... Yeah, there it is. There's the story. President Donald Trump will likely temper his criticisms of China, including his campaign claiming the country manipulates its currency. One of his top economic advisors said, "I don't think there's going to be issues regarding China as a currency manipulator," and some of the other things Steve Schwarzman, the chairman of Trump's Strategic and Policy Forum, said on CNN Sunday.
Sure.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 34, Nasdaq's up 9, S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 37. You get the Nasdaq up 8. S&Ps are flat. And if we go over to this gold contract here, because we'll take a look at this trade. So GCJ7. What I'm looking for is this. And you're going to see it has to do with how this so the buy, when I was doing this buy this morning, which we didn't go over, what I was doing is that when we went up on Friday, folks, that's where it was 1202.40 at 8:30.
Wait.
I see 1202.40 was the high of the bar from 8:30 Friday morning.
I'm only seeing a high there of 1198. Right?
See,
okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that box shows underneath where your cursor is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just the crosshairs. That's what I'm looking at. I'm sorry. You have two. You have two. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
I got you.
what you had there, when that thing came down, that's where I said, okay, there has some support there.
Sure.
Now, on the other side of that, even though it was a 1200 to 1250, all I'm actually looking for is that you'll see at 2:30 in the morning, we had 1207 to 1208.
Sure.
So that's what I'm kind of,
Sure, yeah.
which is not huge.
No, if you got a quick run on that too,
it's not bad.
No, right.
Yeah.
If you got a quick pop on that in terms of, gold was at about 1203 when you got in at 1204.30.
Right.
You're still going to be about $1.30 in premium as that thing pops. So yeah, you're going to get some good movement
right.
there. Yeah.
Right. So, and when you take that correlation together with, if we go over to the dollar index for a second, you'll see that the dollar once again, is having a hard time just holding the price it was at. It came up to, and if you want to just see how this works, so when the dollar came down hard, you'll see that was at 10:40 a.m. The high of that is 101.265, and we went to 101.255.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, no, right in that range, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
definitely.
when you put both of us together, it's okay. That the reward versus the risk.
Sure.
That's kind of what you're looking for.
How about oil? Let's take a look at oil.
Oh yeah.
We had 48.40, huh?
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I wasn't here that day. Oil.
It was interesting that it was on the number too, and it got that slight pop until like 11 o'clock, and then just a cascade.
Right.
There were a couple cascades that day too.
Yeah, we're at 49.04, and the bottom of, and this is where the strength was from the OPEC meeting.
Pretty wild.
Is 48.45, and it wants to get down there.
Can you just go back? What's the low of today? 48.45 on the dot, just to put things.
Oh, that's even crazy.
I can see it was hitting the bar on today. Right there.
That is crazy. Yeah. Now, how does that happen? How does it hit it right to the penny? It doesn't. When there's large numbers like that.
I know you love this conversation, but when you look at 200 stocks a day, they're gonna lie. That's my just to. It matters too, but I don't share the amazement when I go through hundreds of stocks and then it's all. On the penny's always nice. I do, but the amount of numbers you go through, you got to be aware that you can't just jump at a match when. That's all my point is.
Now watch. This is what's going to be pretty cool, folks. Is that if this stays where it's at, too, this could be the halfway move down. This little doji here.
If you could explain what.
So the halfway move down is you broke down. So the top of this, you get $54. You're at 48. What I'd do there is say, okay, you get $6 down. Well, that means you can get down to 42.
Okay.
And well, the lowest swing here is 45. But let's put this on a continuous contract, and see what's down to 42. Let me put that one. That's not bad. There's 42.20 swing low of
November 18th.
Yeah. And see when you kind of set this up on a longer term, it's like, wow, even though we had a nice bounce off the $26.
Yeah, that's not about a year ago now, over a year ago, yeah.
That's pretty intense, man.
Yeah, we were just so low that even at $48, if you told people a year ago when it was at under 30, right, they'd say, yeah, we'll take $48 in a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine I guess at the very beginning of that, the asset value, I can't imagine how it got crushed so dramatically.
Right. When oil was below $30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just staggering numbers.
Right.
It was cheap. Just laughing on it. It was literally cheaper almost than a gallon of water. In terms of, you show up to 7-Eleven, you get some gas, and you go inside and buy a gallon of water, and you're paying more for the gallon of water.
Yeah.
$1.79.
Oh, for sure.
Easy. Those gallons. Everyone knows the price of a gallon of water.
Totally. Totally.
So square that in your head, right? In terms of quite a cascade when oil is cheaper than bottled water inside your gas station.
Seriously. Let's go take a look at a couple of the financials. JP Morgan Chase. So that's hanging at the highs. The gap that it's trying to close is 90.82, We've hit 90.39. Oh, interesting. Hit 90.53 on Friday. Bank of America, BAC. It's hanging its highs, Bank of America. WFC, Wells Fargo. It's up there too. So it's going to be all about this statement, man. It almost like, what are they going to say? Let's say I'm going to go up a dozen more times.
That's what you're going to say. A baker's dozen, 13.
Oh my God. Seriously.
I don't think they'll be saying that, but
No.
yeah, we'll all be waiting to read it, hear it.
Yeah. And if we go over to the euro, so you'll see that correlation inside the euro. Bottom line is that that euro had quite a day on Friday.
Yeah.
105 to 106.99. And this morning it's sold off. It couldn't hold price, but more than likely this, if you do the correlation inside the dollar and the yen, this is building cause to get up to that February 2nd time frame also.
Okay.
I think what we're going to have in general is that I think all of us are going to get a great education on what currencies are all about in the next 4 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I think that even if you're not in the marketplace, many people stop understanding, like, okay, so what do you mean? Because if I wasn't in the marketplace, I'd have a hard time comprehending. I'm still having actually a hard time comprehending how this border tax would work. You know what I mean? I says, what are the ramifications? Like, how does this work?
Yeah.
You know?
You along with everybody else, right? No,
yeah,
I agree, right?
Yeah, but I can't wait to really get to understand it a little. Do you know what I mean? Because it definitely has to do with the aspect of what is your currency worth versus the other country's currency.
Yeah, and demand for those currencies, right? And then how trade affects that demand.
Right.
Right. No, for sure.
And then inside of that context, what is that in correlation to everything else? And everything else, Bitcoin. These poor twins got toasted and roasted.
I didn't see that they got no ETFs?
No ETF.
Oh.
No ETF in here. Let's see, Bitcoin currency. If you want to see a downdraft, this happened on Friday, and I didn't catch it on Friday when I was on the air. Look at it. Bitcoin, folks, on Friday went from,
That's some volatility more than a downdraft, I'd call it, just because, we're even above Thursday's closing price,
Yeah,
But
well,
which is remarkable if the ETF is not happening, that Thursday they didn't know that, and then today it's already higher. That's some volatility for sure.
So Thursday, it closed at $11.99. Friday, folks, it traded to $13.27 and then down to $9.78. They closed at $1,100, and now we're up $126 today at $12.27.
What's going on there, right?
Yeah, and
maybe
they shot it down. They says, nope, it's not going to happen. You can come back again.
I wonder what's tracking out there today. We'll have to see.
I know.
Because to be up above Thursday's price, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, totally. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 43. You get the Nasdaq up 7. S&P's are flat.
Maybe we check in on your gold trade, see how we're doing. One final. Okay, so we're hovering right around that area kind of we've been at. Your break even for these is 1204.30. You got the 130s, and we're about 50 cents below that right now.
Yeah. What I don't want to happen is the trade under 1200. I don't see that happening.
Sure.
Even though it is close, but that's where I bought it too. I bought it close to that area.
Yeah, you bought it like 1203.
Right. But I mean, $3 away from the
right.
You could get out to
you have to understand
zero.
That your entire capital's at risk there. For sure.
Right.
I agree.
And of course, don't forget, folks, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters. 12 to 1. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. When we just did look at that Bitcoin, it is. What's amazing too is that it's hard for me to even comprehend that. Well, it's not hard to comprehend, I guess. But Bitcoin's virtual. You can't track it versus the price of gold. It's higher than the price of gold right now.
Yeah, I mean, everything is supply and demand. Bitcoins, you can pay for products now with Bitcoins.
Right.
A lot of sites can take them, because, so it's becoming where they do have an actual value, and then the supply and demand. But we were looking at, so there's really no good news on their front in terms of they got shot down.
Right.
However, it's up. One article saying, any press is good press, and maybe something like Bitcoin, maybe it is, who knows? But they already have the ability to maybe list it with New York authorities on something called Gemini Exchange.
Yeah.
But then the other part of that article is saying, but you know what? Most of the buying and selling of Bitcoins takes place outside of the United States. It's a worldwide currency.
Right.
So, man, when you talk about the buying or the selling and being maybe a small market itself, but then a big market for people that could come in, that's just volatility for sure. Yeah.
Volatility in spades. And hopefully whoever was owning Bitcoin wasn't looking at it Friday in that downdraft.
Oh, I hope so, because they just would have
came right back.
Selling. Right.
Yeah,
it tanked from about 1278 to 1078 instantly on the news when we looked at it. And then it's been a slow, steady climb up since.
It has.
Yeah.
Let's go peek in at that dollar index once again. So we get the dollar index right now. Yeah, it's just laying flat there, man. You got 101, 140. We're kind of at the same spot. Because what will happen here, folks, is that tomorrow, if this storm comes in tonight, which it's supposed to, you'll have a slower day. With the Northeast getting hammered.
That's life. Life is real. People are responsible for those decisions, and just like you and I, man. People in New York that manage that kind of money, they're going to get hit with 20 inches too. It's just going to affect across the board.
It'll slow things down pretty dramatically. So, what is going to get intriguing here? Well, not intriguing. That's the wrong word. But the amount of wind that's coming in could really do some heavy damage. I mean, wind.
Okay.
Yeah, they're talking like 40 or 60 mile an hour gusts.
Okay,
you get a northeaster with that kind of gust. That's That's
those snow drifts.
Yeah, that's snow drifts. That's putting electricity out for a bit. You know, so
definitely.
Stay safe out there tonight for sure.
Definitely.
And get home and go get your groceries.
Yeah, and weather those lines at the grocery stores.
Yeah.
I'm talking to friends and family, and I heard there were lines snaking 20 people per line at the grocery store. And we had our man Mike from Somerville was sending us some solid
last
graphics.
night. Thanks, Mike.
Shout out to Mike, totally.
Yeah. As we were sitting in our pool. No. I'm only kidding, folks. I'm really not kidding. But I wasn't sitting
You
in the
could have
pool.
been. You just
I
weren't.
could have been.
You
I
just
wasn't.
weren't.
No. But as soon as I saw it come across, I said, "Oh my God!" You know, because you don't expect that. You know,
every time we know we live there. You're always hoping you're over the hump. As in you've made it past the last storm. But March can be persistent. Hopefully this is it.
You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Have a great day. Have a safe day. Dow right now is down 34. Nasdaq's up 8. S&P's are flat. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.